Hey, if you run a roofing business and you're doing between 500,000 to $2 million a year and you want to scale past that, but you're not really sure how to do that and you kind of feel like you're missing out on a lot of those online marketing things that work great for other companies, then this video is for you. I know it can be pretty frustrating because there's a lot of stuff out there, a lot of different advertising platforms, marketing agencies, people that promise things, AI. So it can be really overwhelming if you're really mainly used to running door knocking operations or relying on referrals. But the truth is, like, if you want to actually grow your roofing company in the new age and compete with the bigger companies in your area, then you really need to get into this online marketing game because otherwise you're just not going to be able to maintain the revenue that you may have had in the last couple of years. And the truth is, you're probably not going to be able to scale and grow your roofing company as efficiently as you could be. And when you look at other successful roofing companies, you know that that is the truth. But at the same time, there are like a lot of marketers online that just promise you a lot of things and tell you a lot of stories, and then you maybe try a roofing marketing agency or something like that, and they just don't deliver results. Maybe the lead quality is just not there, the quantity is not there, and you end up just paying thousands of dollars for really nothing. So in this video, I just want to let the curtains down and just show you exactly how I scaled a roofing company from $1 million a year, roughly $1 million a year in revenue, to over $3 million a year in revenue, and we're consistently growing, and we did that in only 6 months. And I know this sounds crazy, and I'm not claiming that this works for every single roofing company out there, but if you run a solid business and have a solid service, a couple of crews, and you have the capacity, then this system can absolutely work for you. And I'm going to show you and walk you through what that system looks like and how we achieved this in just 6 months. And I'm going to back it off with a very specific example of Tyler right here, because I don't just want to like throw numbers at you and show you all this stuff and not really like show you an actual testimonial. So shout out to my guy Tyler. I've been working with him about 6 months. He's running a roofing company in Houston, Texas, so it's a pretty competitive area. And I don't even want to take the full credits for everything. Like, Tyler's a great guy. He's very motivated. And he was just very dedicated throughout the whole process. And that's obviously very important, that you have a solid foundation, a solid business, and you're motivated to grow. Because this way, this stuff will actually work for you. Because if you're just unmotivated and you're just looking for like a quick overnight money grab thing, then this video is probably not for you. But yeah, this is Tyler. So when we started working about 6 months ago, it was kind of like in the winter time, so jobs that were kind of like slow. I mean, you probably know it, seasonality is a big thing, and he was kind of running everything by himself. So the whole operation is like, obviously he had his crews that were out and about installing the jobs, but he was driving out to inspections, he was doing the sales, calling the leads, he was buying cheap leads, cold calling them, talking to the referrals that came in. He did everything. So he was probably completely burned out at this point from just handling everything while still not really seeing significant growth. Like, you hit a certain plateau, and that's what he did. Like, he was stuck at like around $1 million a year, I think maybe even a bit less than that, just not super consistent. And I mean, that's good money, that's good, but most of you guys probably have bigger ambitions, bigger goals than that. So it's kind of frustrating to be in this situation. And the reason like why he was in this situation was really because he had no reliable customer acquisition system. So he had no predictable results that really came in on a monthly basis. It was all kind of like random. So yeah, you get projects here and there, but mainly just from referrals. So it's just not a scalable system that can just bring you growth from month to month. And on top of that, he was really getting a lot of those projects right here. You may be familiar with them. So just kind of like small houses, smaller projects, and you end up doing like a lot of them. But obviously, like, what you want are really like the bigger multi-million-dollar homes that bring you like big profits. And I'm going to show you like the whole system essentially that allowed us to scale his roofing company to almost $3 million a year, and we will obviously continue to scale over the next couple of years. So in the beginning, we pretty much just started off with a relatively simple advertising. We just didn't do like too complicated things. It was pretty straightforward, and it keep in mind that this was in the winter time, so it's actually not even prime season, but it started working pretty great from the beginning on. And I even have like a video of him, like a testimonial kind of video, about 1 month in. So this is when we worked for about a month. He recorded this for me.
As soon as we released our first campaign, things just started flying in. I mean, I wake up some mornings with 4 or 5 leads. The majority of the leads that come in are answering the phone, getting estimates, and signing contracts. And so it definitely transformed my business so far. And we're only 1 month in.
Yeah, so this was about 1 month in, and as you can see, like things were already going good. Like we were getting leads like off the bat within the first month. We were closing jobs, signing contracts. Um, this is not the case every time. Sometimes it can take a couple months to kind of like pick up. But the point is that you can really start with a relatively simple setup, and when it works, like if there's a return, then it's pretty much infinitely scalable in the beginning. Like you just need a return on investment, and that allows you to just scale this whole thing up, because you can literally decide, like if I put $1 in and I get 3, 4, or $5 out, you can just do that over and over again and scale your company. And I'm going to show you how we did that in more detail. But first of all, so where he's at right now, he opened an office, like an office location. He hired 3 full-time sales reps to work the leads that are coming in. He has a reliable and scalable customer acquisition system, hitting about an 8x return. So for every dollar he puts in, he gets $8 out. And then, yeah, it's just in general more high-end jobs like those projects right here, meaning more revenue for him. And he's on his way, or I think he already hit he's definitely going to hit like $3 million in revenue this year. And we're like, the goal is to take it to 5 million in the next couple of years for sure. And again, like I don't want to sit here and just take like full all the credits for that, because obviously, like, again, he's a great guy. He's doing a good thing with just running his business, providing quality work to homeowners. He's just probably a great guy to work with. But just having like a predictable client acquisition system is something that really that he really missed when he was at this stage. Now, how this system actually looks like in detail is essentially it's actually pretty straightforward. And you probably, like, if you've ever done anything like online marketing, then you may have heard of some of those things. If you never did anything like that and you're really just door knocking and relying on referrals, and this might be new to you, but the real wins really lie in the details. So first of all, like the main strategy, what we do to drive traffic, to get inbound leads, is mainly by running meta advertisement, meaning Facebook and Instagram ads. And before you click off, yeah, maybe you've tried Facebook or Instagram ads in the past, maybe it didn't work for you, or you heard it didn't work for other people. But there are a lot of roofing companies in the US right now that are making millions and millions of dollars using Facebook and Instagram ads. So those platforms definitely work. It's just about how you leverage them. Like Facebook and Meta is just like a very big word, and when people hear it, they immediately associate something with it. But honestly, it really just comes down to what kind of ads you push out and what you do, and not so much just about the platform. Because there are, like, again, I think I just recently did a video on this, like there are hundreds of millions of people on Facebook. So the ideal homeowners, like those kind of projects that you can see right here, those homeowners are on this platform. You just got to target them and find them. By the way, if you want like a more detailed video on how to actually do the specific targeting and all that stuff and do it yourself, then I got some videos on that on my YouTube channel. It's pretty complex, but essentially what we do, like on a surface level, is we run video ads. So again, on Facebook and on Instagram, and we run a mixture of different ads. Like I think at the moment we have over 20 winning ads going. And we essentially do ads that he recorded himself. So just going in front of the camera when you're at a project, just recording some stuff. So we constantly just come up with new ideas. When you hear this, you might say, maybe this is very time consuming and I don't really want to be involved in the ad process, which is also totally fine, because we, for our part, like what I do a lot for the people I work with, is we hire actors from different platforms that we just hire to record a video for your company that's specific. Plus, sometimes we do some voiceover ads. So currently we just do a mixture of all of them, and they all can work very great. It really just depends on what you put out there. The reason I like running video ads is mainly because in like a 1 to 2 minute video ad, you can really you can just tell people a lot more than in a very simple, quick image ad. Like if you see a simple image ad, what pretty much like 95% of the roofing Facebook ads are right now, You just see an image like a before and after maybe of a nice looking project with the headline, and this stuff can work, but honestly, like usually this headline is just meant to be like very catchy, and you put like a discount or something like that in there. So when people see the image, all the information they get is they see, okay, this is about roofing, and I can get a roof for this price, or I can claim this discount on a roof. So that's all the information they have, meaning they don't know anything about your company, they don't know anything about you, what you do, how long you've been in business, how many reviews you got. So there's not real room for them to actually build trust. And it also just doesn't leave an impression on them. Like they see the ad and they might just scroll past it, and it doesn't matter, like they forget it after 2 seconds. And even if they sign up, sometimes they sign up but then they forget it after like 3-4 minutes, because it's just such a generic ad. While if you have video ads like this, where you as the owner get in front of the camera, or you have an actor or a voiceover video, in just 1 to 2 minutes you can just talk a lot about your company, your values, how long you've been in business, your quality, your warranty, whatever differentiates your business from other business in the local area. So people will just know, like, and trust you a lot more, which is just a big key factor when it comes to marketing. Like, I'm gonna show you all this stuff on the back end, but really to make this work, the front end is the most important thing. So what advertisement you put out, and we want to attract, if we want to attract those types of customers, they don't care about saving $1,000 or $2,000 off their roof replacement. They want the best possible quality roofing company in the local area that's fun to work with. And there's just so many more factors to like getting a roof replaced than just like the price. And if we just go after those price chases, you're just gonna get low quality leads that are getting 20 quotes that are super hard to sell. And again, if that's the route you want to go, if you can really like outquote every single company, and if you're looking for those cheap projects, then you can do that. That's usually not the approach I take with the companies I work with. We want to get the big projects that are usually easier to close and bring a lot more revenue. So this is what we do in the front end. Super important, just running those video ads. Now, what we do after that, because on Meta, like, again, you've probably heard about the lead quality, and it's a big thing. Like, you really want to filter out some people. Like, there are a lot of, like, tire kickers, people that just kind of, like, sign up under your ad to, I don't know, get some more information, but they're not really interested or qualified. So what we do is we run them through, like, a front-end pre-qualification, first of all. So, if they click on the ad, we usually always send them to a website. So let me just open that right here. This is just going to be like an example, but essentially it's a landing page, a website that we build out for you next to your homepage. So this is just very conversion optimized. We split tested this a lot, and we know like what converts in terms of like the page and the information we put on here. This has a couple of benefits. So first of all, we're taking them off the Facebook platform onto this website. First of all, it's a clean design. Again, it's all about leaving an impression. Like if they watch a 1 to 2 minute long video and then land on a clean designed landing page with your branding all over, then that leaves an impression. While if you just run an image ad with an instant form on Facebook, that's probably not going to leave an impression. So they land on this page. On here, we give them the opportunity to call you directly if they immediately want to speak, or they sign up on the survey. If they sign up, like if they become an actual lead, then we want to make sure to pre-qualify them. So we disqualify renters, and from there we can ask like various questions just to pre-qualify them. And this is where it can get pretty customized. Like again, like if you want to disqualify certain people, we can put certain questions in here. But at the end of the day, like this has a couple of advantages. Like you will just get rid of tire kickers that can't even take like a 2-minute quiz. You get some more information on the prospect up front. Like when a lead comes in, it's not just a name and phone number, but you actually get some information on what project they're looking for and how soon. And then, it also, again, disqualifies people you don't want. And then from there, we just ask them for their contact data. So address, email, phone, name, all this stuff that you need. So you can go ahead and contact them. Pretty straightforward. From here, like the good thing is on this website, again, we have like a lot of information. So we can have like projects, customer reviews, just information about the company, and all that kind of stuff on here, which is just great. Because again, like because an informed lead is always a better lead. Like if you just leave them in the dark and just don't really give them any information about your company, then again, it's all about, once again, leaving an impression. Like if you call them in the backend and they know all the stuff about your company and the quality and the benefits that your company has, then it's going to be a much easier close, and even like getting them to book an appointment is going to be a lot easier. So this is the pre-qualification in the front end. From there, we send them to a booking page. So let's just say they submit the survey. We send them to second kind of like booking page. Very straightforward. Essentially, they just book an appointment on the calendar right here, and we connect this with your internal calendar usually. But this is a really great thing because like it's another point of friction, and I've shown this funnel stuff a lot on my YouTube channel already. But essentially, like when they submit the form, they become a lead, and then we want to send them to a second page where we give them the opportunity to book an appointment. And the good thing about that is obviously, first of all, it gets us automatic appointments of people directly booking in. And the second benefit is that it allows us to just gather some more data. Like if 10 leads sign up on the survey, that's 10 leads. But if only 6 people go ahead and also book an appointment, then we know that those 6 people are probably a bit more higher quality than the other 4, because they also, like in the second step, went ahead and picked a day and time, and they actually probably want to talk to you. So we can use that data and essentially send it back to Facebook, so Facebook can optimize for those kind of people. But essentially, yeah, that's the whole front end process. So how we go from just running the advertisement and what kind of ads we run to pre-qualifying the leads and having like a third booking step. And now from here, we're starting to get into the back end, which is also like a major big thing that allowed us again to scale from 1 to over $3 million a year pretty quickly. Which is just the back end. And chances are, like if you don't have really a lot in your backend set up already, there's a lot of room for improvement, and this is where the sales are really are made. Like just getting the leads is one thing, but then converting them into appointments and from appointments into jobs, that's really the tough part, because like every lead, every prospect that's looking for a roof is not just gonna reach out to you. They're gonna reach out to other companies, and the company who has the best back end nurturing is usually also the company that's gonna close the deal. So what we do is first of all, off the bat, 3 things. After they booked an appointment on the page and we gathered the lead, 3 things happen. So first of all, they get added to our CRM. You may already use something like Roofer, HubSpot, I don't know, Leap, any other CRM. So the whole thing is integratable with your CRM, but then we still have a second CRM on the side, just to have like a clear overview over like all the different stages, and just to make sure we have all the data in one place. From there, we have an AI booking bot. So essentially like 2 things. So first of all, the lead, like when the lead comes in, it gets distributed between the sales reps. So again, right now with Tyler, we have 3 full-time sales reps. Probably gonna get more in the next couple of months. Right now it's 3. Maybe you have a team of 10 and you have a lot higher capacity. Then what we can do is just let's just say 3 leads come in one day. Then the first lead is getting assigned to one rep, the second to another rep, and the third to the third rep. So it's essentially equal distribution. Each rep gets equally as many leads, and then if they have a lead assigned to them, they're responsible for reaching out to them, following up with them, scheduling the in-home appointment, going to their home, and closing the job. And just having like this system in a CRM, very, very easy to use for both the reps and the company. It's just super nice to have, because it just creates a nice overview, and you can literally like go in there and see like what leads were assigned to what reps. How well are the reps actually performing? How well are they doing when it comes to calling the leads and going to the houses? And again, like in the beginning, if you just start off like Tyler, if you're in this kind of like position, then you're probably at this stage gonna do most of this stuff yourself. So you're gonna call the leads yourself, then that's totally fine. But what we still have, with or without the reps, is our AI booking bot. And essentially, this is what helps us to generate like a lot of appointments in the first place. Because speed to lead is a super important thing. Like I know you've probably heard a million times, but there's like a study from Harvard or MIT or something like that, and they it showed that essentially, I think if you wait more than 5 minutes after a lead came in when it comes to contacting them, your chance of closing them decreases by like 100 times. So something absolutely crazy, meaning that you should definitely call your leads, contact your leads within the first 5 minutes. But sometimes, like, especially if you don't have reps, but even if you do have reps, like they're not robots. So sometimes it can take a couple more minutes, or maybe like even an hour or 2 if they're kind of like out and about right now and they can't immediately call the leads. So what we do is we immediately send the lead a text message. And again, something you've probably heard or tried already. But instead of just sending them a text message, we have a booking bot attached to it. So I'm not the biggest advocate of AI, but I think like in some aspects it's really on point. So essentially, this is a bot that we integrate with our software, and you just go in here and essentially we send out certain nurturing messages to the lead. So let's just say a lead comes in. The first message that we send out is something like, "Hey, this is Tyler with XYZ Roofing. We just saw that you reached out to us on Facebook. Are you looking for an estimate?" Let's just say the lead replies to that text message. Then the booking bot essentially triggers, and I will just demonstrate this real quick. So I kind of like have a demonstration process here, but we give the bot like certain objectives. So and this is where the pre-qualification continues, right? Like on the funnel, we ask them some questions in the form, but now we actually want to have a conversation with them over text to further pre-qualify them. So we're just kind of like confirming some information, like the bot is asking, as you can see right here, and it's fully automated. Like the bot is asking, "Hey there, what roofing service are you looking for today? Replacement, repair, or installation?" Let's just say looking for a replacement. Then the bot is going to go over to the next stage. So we can set multiple objectives and questions that we want the bot to ask before booking the lead in for an appointment. And essentially, so right now, as you can see, the service is checked. And so now the second question is, got it, have you noticed any specific issues with your roof, leaks, or missing shingles? Let's just say no. Then the bot is just going to continue to ask questions. And then the next question that the bot asks is what's the address of the lead? And let's just say the lead just comes in and says something like, I don't know, hold on, where are you located? And we essentially fed the bot with a lot of information about this company specifically. So essentially, we created like a whole FAQ of like 100+ questions that we gave the bot. So no matter what the lead asks, the bot has an answer for it, and also specific to your business, because essentially, like right here, for example, it says, okay, it's not configured right here. It says we're based in, and then it's blank because this is just like a test bot. But usually what we would do is we would give your website, like your homepage, to the bot. So the bot just scrapes through your homepage and gathers all the information that's on there. So it has an answer for every question. So if your roofing company is based in, I don't know, Florida, then it would say we're based in Florida, and then whatever the answer is, and then it continues to ask the question. That's the key thing. Like if the lead asks them a question, the bot answers the question, but it continues to follow the flow. So it says, "Where's your place located?" So let's just say 123 Main Street, because that's what the bot wants eventually. That's the objective, to get the address, collect the address. So we give it to him. Now what it says is, "Thanks for sharing. When would be a good time for a quick 15-minute call to discuss your roof replacement needs?" And then we could continue to book the appointment. And now the bot, like on the backend, it's connected to your calendar, so it kind of like actively looks at the sales rep's calendar or the company calendar and sees where do we have open available time slots, and it gives them like a time suggestion and makes sure that to book the lead in into a time and day that obviously fits for you. And the good thing is, again, like if we have this system where we assign the leads to different sales reps, we can connect the bot to each sales rep's calendar. So it will kind of like, when it books an appointment with a lead, it will see, okay, this lead is assigned to this rep, so those are the available slots. And this way it will essentially be able, again, to answer all the lead's questions, pre-qualify the lead, and book them in for an appointment with the rep. So from here, and also like obviously when the rep receives the leads, they still probably call up the lead as soon as they can. So we have both of those things. Like this is mainly for speed to lead. Like if the rep can't immediately call the lead, then the AI booking bot just triggers, chats with the leads, and books them in for an appointment. But let's just say the rep calls them immediately and book an appointment on the phone with the prospect. Then the rep can just change the pipeline stage to appointment booked, and the bot will stop. Simple as that. Either way, like whatever happens, it will come to an in-home consultation that is booked. So essentially, we only accept no or yes. Like we don't accept no answer. We just keep following up. And this is also like more like when we look at the long-term thing. If they don't reply to the first like nurturing message that we send out, and the sales rep can't reach them after calling them like 10 times, then we still continue to contact them with like automated text messages and emails that go out to them, just get them to reply. And then as soon as they reply, they get sent back into the whole system, so the bot triggers, the rep gets notified, meaning that as long as the number is legit, and as long as the lead, like the prospect that we got, receives the messages, receives the emails and the text messages, at one point, like they're gonna either say no, stop, and then they're out the system, or they say whatever, like reply, have a question, whatever it is, and then yeah, we just have the whole booking machine turned on, and the appointment will be scheduled within minutes. So yeah, from here we have the in-home consultation booked. So this is like the key thing, like to this point, like this is the hardest thing. And then once we have it booked, the next step, what we want to do is we obviously want it to actually show. Like when our rep drives out, or if you drive out to the house, we want to make sure that the lead is there and that the lead is prepared for the appointment and is like expects the appointment, so we can close them on the spot. Because you don't want to, like sometimes you try to close them on the spot and they say like, I don't know, maybe it takes like a couple of weeks for them to make the decision, but ideally you close them on the spot, get them to sign the contract. And of course you don't want to like apply too much pressure, whatever it is, but a lot of the times like they just procrastinate. So again, we want to get the deals before they walk to another roofing company. So what we do, first of all, to make sure that they show up, is we send automated reminders. So let's just say the bot or the rep books an appointment, we send them a confirmation immediately saying, usually I mean maybe I can show you the specific messaging, but we usually just tell them, hey, your appointment has been booked with this specific sales rep. So if the sales rep's name is John, then we say, hey, name, and it's complete like personalized messages. So it says, hey, name, your appointment with John has been booked for Thursday at 3 p.m. Please make sure to be available at your home. Pretty simple, like just confirming the appointment. And then from there, we send like emails introducing the rep and valuable content. And then from there, we just have like reminders going out. And this is completely automated. Like as soon as the rep updates the prospect and the CRM as like a booked appointment, or as soon as the bot books them in, this stuff triggers. So they get like a reminder 2 days before the appointment, 1 day before the appointment, just saying, hey, just a reminder that John's gonna be at your home tomorrow at this time. Then 3 hours before, saying like, hey, John is just wrapping up another meeting and he's gonna head out in 2 to 3 hours, whatever. Then 1 hour before, John's on his way to your home. Please make sure you'll be available. He's already prepping, whatever. And then 15 minutes before, John will be there shortly in like 15 minutes to discuss your roofing project. So just like those simple reminders, but it's super powerful, especially when you start getting a high volume, like 10, 20 plus appointments a week. Then you want to have this stuff, because it's just super hard with every single lead to just manually follow up multiple times. And we really want to be quite aggressive with the follow-up, just to make sure they're really like gonna show. And most of the time, like this doesn't really put people off. Like they understand it. So you can really just go heavy on the follow-ups and the reminders. I mean, they booked an appointment. And let's just make sure that they're going to show. And then the second thing that we do is we have personalized nurturing automations. So we don't just send them simple reminders. We also want to have like personalized nurturing automations that essentially make them, again, trust your company a bit more, and makes it easier for you to close them on the spot. Like we have, once again, emails introducing the sales rep with usually like a quick video or like an image of the rep, so they already know like, okay, the guy that's gonna come to my home, he's named John and he looks like this, he talks like this. I don't know, he helped 1,000 plus homeowners and is 5-star rated and all this stuff. So we really give them like information on the rep, which again makes them feel like they know and trust the rep before he's even at their home. So when he arrives, like it's just gonna be a much different conversation. Like imagine we don't have the reminders and we don't have the personalized nurturing, then the rep's just gonna arrive and the homeowner, maybe he's not gonna open the door, but let's say he or she does. Maybe they've kind of like partially forgot about the appointment, said, oh yeah, okay, and then they're gonna talk, but there's like the chance that they're gonna close them on the spot, like in the home, is just way less. And then like what we also send out is like valuable roofing specific content. So sometimes we just have like, I don't know, like we send emails with certain materials or whatever, like This can be very personalized, like if we really like want to look at their house and send them like personalized stuff, but this can also be fully automated, just sending them like some articles and just like valuable content, and in general like more information of the company, before and after pictures of roofs that are maybe even similar to theirs, testimonials and reviews, especially if you're like a local roofing company and you have like testimonials and reviews from that local location. Sending this stuff can be very great. Again, it's all about pre-selling the customer before the actual appointment, because at this point, like, you just got to think what we actually did. Like, it started, they saw a video, of the company, maybe even saw you as the company owner in the video, or the rep, or they saw an actor, whatever. But in this video, we caught their attention, we informed them on the company, the quality, what we care for, which already leaves an impression. They went through the pre-qualification process. We have the information on them. They maybe even went through the booking page, maybe even called us directly. We had sales rep reaching out to them, the bot reaching out to them, booking them into an appointment, and further pre-qualifying them on the phone and over text. So, and then we scheduled the appointment. We sent them the reminder messages. We send them the personalized nurturing that just sells them on the company. So at this point, like, it's really easy to close those people on the spot, especially like obviously if they're qualified, if they actually need a new roof, then chances are that you're going to be the company that they go with, which is just really, really powerful. So the close rate is just going to be super, super high. And then, yeah, obviously, like, a big role is also the volume. Like, at the end of the day, like, how we make this 8x return that we have with them work. And I'm not going to say it's going to be 8x every time, but even if it's just 4 or 5x, like, if you put $1 into a system and get 4 out, and you can do that as many times as you want, essentially, up to a certain point, then obviously that's something that you want to have in your business. And then in order for those numbers to work, obviously you also need a certain volume. So you need to make sure that your cost per lead on Facebook, for example, is just good. And that's not always super easy. Like, roofing is super competitive, and especially very competitive areas, it can be very tough to just get a good cost per lead and at the same time a good quality. But as long as you have the right ads on the front end that are catchy enough, that get enough people to essentially click, that are proven to work, and pre-qualify the customer essentially, and attract the right kind of like customer, then that's most of the stuff we need. And all this back-end stuff just helps you to convert as many of them as possible. But the ads are really like, this is what is important. Now, that's pretty much the system. Of course, like, I could go into a lot more detail when it comes to the targeting and all the different specifics on the video ads I'm running and the nurturing sequences I run in the background, but I just want to give you an idea like how this whole system works and how you should go ahead and implement this for your own business or hire somebody to do it. Again, if you're kind of like in the stage like Tyler was before, or maybe even beyond, like maybe you're at like already at 5 million plus a year, but you want to scale even past that, and you realize that you need a system like this in your business in order to compete with your competition and keep growing, then feel free to book a call with me. I have the link in my description. It's completely no pressure. We would just kind of like talk, see where your business is at, and if a system like this can make sense, and then we just come up with a specific plan for your business and action steps. So feel free to do that if you need help with this, and if not, then you can just go to my YouTube channel if you want and keep watching my free content, because I'm trying to upload weekly from now on, and I already have a lot of great content on my YouTube that has helped a lot of people. Also going more into the specifics of how to set all this stuff up. So yeah, thank you for watching this video so far. I really, really do appreciate that. So let me know if you got any questions in the comments, or reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook. I'm usually available. And yeah, I hope you have a great day.